Okay. So this part is anterior, this part is anterior, this part is posterior. This one is tip of the mastoid, means this part is lateral. So anterior, posterior and lateral. So this part is the inferior surface. This anterior part, here lies the origin of tensor tympani, tensor veli palatini, and the auditory tube. And the auditory tube comes in relation with this anterior part. Okay. Thereafter, here lies a opening. This opening is for carotid canal. Here lies the carotid canal opening. This is the carotid canal opening. This is the carotid canal opening. So at the apex, it is carotid canal opening. At the inferior surface, it is carotid canal. So carotid canal lies like that. Okay. From the inferior, it is like that. Clear? So this one is the opening of carotid canal. This one is the opening of the carotid canal. So internal carotid artery goes through here, and the sympathetic plexus of nerves, few veins. Clear? Behind the carotid canal, here lies a depressed area. This one is the jugular fossa. Jugular fossa for superior valve of the internal jugular vein. So carotid canal, thereafter jugular fossa, and thereafter the jugular surface. This jugular surface is articulates the jugular process of the occipital. So this foramen is carotid canal, jugular fossa and jugular surface. Clear? In between the carotid canal and jugular fossa, here lies a slit-like opening. This opening, carotid canal and jugular fossa, here lies a slit-like opening. This slit-like opening from posterior to anterior, from this side to this side, having the structure. First structure will be ALM, anterior ligament of malleus. Thereafter it is anterior ligament of malleus. Thereafter ATM, anterior tympanic branch of maxillary artery. Okay. ALM, ATM and CTN. CTN means quadritympanic nerve. Clear? So in between this is not important for you. In the just quadritympanic nerves comes out from a fissure in between the carotid canal and jugular fossa. Quadritympanic nerve is very important because it is secretomotor for sublingual and submandibular gland. It is sensory nerve supply of a part of a tongue. So quadritympanic nerve is important. So quadritympanic nerve in relation of the spine of the sphenoid. Clear? In relation of this fissure, you have to know.
So jugular fossa konta?
This one is jugular fossa just behind the carotid canal, and this one is jugular surface.
Okay.
This one is jugular surface. So we have two parts remaining. One is tympanic part and one is styloid. So now come to the tympanic part. Tympanic part means this part. Tympanic part means this part. This part is tympanic part. So this plate of bone is tympanic part. Okay. This tympanic part, this part is squamous part, this part is tympanic part. This part is petrosal part. So here lies a fissure. Petrotympanic fissure, squamotympanic fissure. So this fissure, the squamotympanic fissure is fused. But you are seeing this fissure. This fissure is petrotympanic fissure. This fissure is petrotympanic because squamotympanic fissure This comotympanic fissure is fused anterior. So you are seeing this fissure. This fissure is petrotympanic fissure. Clear? Petrotympanic fissure. So this you will get two fissure in this bone. This fissure is petrotympanic fissure, and here lies a fissure. This fissure is in between the carotid canal and jugular fossa. Clear? So in between this carotid canal and jugular fossa, here lies four structure, and in between this tympanic plate and this petrous part, petrotympanic fissure, here lies three structure. Clear? This ekটু reverse করছি. These three structure, okay, here lies three structure and here lies four structure. Okay, here lies four structure from posterior to anterior. In between the carotid canal and jugular fossa, here lies four structure from posterior to anterior. That is AC, aqueduct of cochlea, IG for inferior ganglia of glossopharyngeal nerve, TG, tympanic branch of glossopharyngeal nerve, and MC for mastoid canaliculus. So, aqueduct of cochlea, inferior ganglia of glossopharyngeal nerve, tympanic branch of glossopharyngeal nerve, and mastoid canaliculi. This mastoid canaliculi, via this mastoid canaliculi, the auricular branch of the vagus nerve enters into the meridian. This auricular branch of vagus nerve is very important because it is cold sensitive. If you introduce a cold water into the air cavity, it will cause cardiac arrest and death. Clear? And this fissure, name of this fissure is petrostomos fissure. Here lies three structure. That is ALM, anterior ligament of malleus.
No,
These are three and these are four. These fissure are four. AC, IG, TG and NC. And this fissure of three. I have added that I am reversing the structure, name of the structure. Here lies the three structure, that is anterior ligament of malleus, anterior tympanic branch of the maxillary artery, and chorotympany nerve. Here lies the chorotympany nerve. Okay, here lies three structure. And inferior surface, here lies four structure. These bone have lots of information. Lots of information. So in this tympanic part, you will get an anterior inferior surface and posterior superior surface. This surface is an anterior inferior surface, and this surface is posterior superior surface. Posterior superior surface, anterior inferior surface. Clear? Clear? Have a superior border, inferior border, and this round border is the lateral border. Lots of information. Okay, so this tympanic anterior inferior part, posterior superior surface, superior border, inferior border, and this round border is the lateral border. This is the tympanic part. Okay, don't try to remember these structures. You just have to remember the parts. I will revise. I will give summary. Now come to the styloid process. This one is the styloid process. Styloid process. This one is the styloid process. Okay. This one is styloid process. Styloid process. One part is inside the tympanic plate, tympanohial part, and one part is external. That is stylohial part. Clear? Clear? Laterally at the base, here lies the facial nerve. Here lies the facial nerve. Laterally at the apex, here lies the external jugular vein. Okay. So laterally at the base, facial nerve is important. So styloid process, laterally it is facial nerve. Clear? Now attachment, this styloid process, from styloid process, it is going to tongue, styloglossus. Styloglossus. From styloid process, it is going to hyoid bone. From posterior aspect, stylohyoid. From the medial aspect, it is stylopharyngeus muscle. two important ligaments, stylohyoid from the tip, and from the lateral aspect it is stylomandibular ligament. From the lateral aspect, this ligament is stylomandibular ligament. So styloid possesses three muscles: anteriorly styloglossus, medially stylophalangeus, and from the posterior aspect stylohyoid. Two ligaments: stylohyoid ligament, stylomandibular ligament. And at the apex of the petrous part, along with the sphenoid bone, here lies the foramen lacerum. Foramen lacerum. This large foramen you have to remember. I have already discussed the foramen. Base of the skull is in your syllabus. So during doing revision, this bone have a squamous part along with zygomatic process, a petrous part, petromastoid part, a tympanic part, and a styloid part. Okay, this squamous part have a superior border and inferior border, have an internal surface and a external surface. This external surface, this one is suprametal crest, suprametal spine, and this one is suprametal triangle. Clear? This one is zygomatic process. Superior border, inferior border, medial surface, lateral surface. Superior border, gallia-aponeurotic. Inferior border and medial surface, masseter. External surface, subcutaneous. This posterior part, upper triangular area, lower triangular area. Lower triangular area, anterior articular pillar, anterior root articular pillar. Posterior pillar ends at posterior tubercle. These two meet at tubercle of zygote. Okay. Now mastoid part have a superior border. This part is with the parietal bone, and they have a posterior border. Posterior border with the occipital bone. Internal surface in relation with sigmoid sinus. External surface, here lies the external surface of upper part, gallia-aponeurotica occipitalis. This projection is known as mastoid process. Lateral aspect SSL, standard to the mastoid, venous capitis, longissimus capitis. Medial aspect of this have a mastoid fossa for attachment of posterior belly of the digastric. More medially a group for the occipital artery. Now come to the petrous part. Anterior border, thereafter anterior surface. Superior border, posterior surface. Posterior border, inferior surface. Clear? This portion is apex and base is attached with the squamomastoid part. This one is apex and base is attached with the squamomastoid part. Clear? So anterior border, the upper canal is for tensor tympani, lower canal for auditory tympani. Superior surface, you all have to identify this. First of all, trigeminal ganglia. Thereafter, arcuate eminence. Thereafter, tegment tympani. Okay. Tegment tympani have two opening. Lateral one is nasal pectoral. The medial one is greater superficial. Now this one is superior border related with superior pectoral sinus and attached margin of tentorium cerebelli. Superior, and this one is posterior surface. Posterior surface, this one is internal acoustic meatus. 7th and 8th cranial nerve. Okay. And here lies the aqueduct of vestibulia. This one is arcuate fossa, just behind the internal acoustic meatus. Here lies the subarcuate fossa. Now this one is posterior border. Here lies the inferior pectoral sinus. Now come to the inferior surface. Anterior triangular area, levator veli palatini, tensor veli palatini, and auditory tube. This one is caudate canal. Posterior to the carotid canal, here lies the
Jugular
fossa. More posterior it is jugular surface. In between the carotid canal and jugular fossa lies four structure: AC, aqueduct of cochlea, IG, inferior ganglia of glossopharyngeal nerve, TG, tympanic branch of glossopharyngeal nerve, and more anteriorly it is mastoid canaliculus. Through this mastoid canaliculus, it is
auricular branch of vagus.
auricular branch of vagus. This is important. Jugular fossa and jugular surface. Okay. Now tympanic. This one is tympanic plate. In between this one is squamotympanic fissure fused. Petrotympanic fissure you can see. So here lies three structures: anterior ligament of ALM, anterior ligament of malleus, ATM, anterior tympanic branch of maxillary artery, and CTN, coratympanic nerve. This part have an anterior inferior surface and posterior superior surface. Superior border, inferior border, and this round border is lateral border. Clear? Now styloid process. This one is styloid process and this one is tip of the mastoid process. Just behind the styloid process, here lies the stylomastoid foramen. This foramen is also important. Stylomastoid, just behind the styloid process. You can see this foramen. All can see this foramen. Stylomastoid foramen. This stylomastoid foramen is very important because here lies the facial nerve, the exit point of facial nerve from the cranium. Clear? Styloid process attachment at the base it is lateral facial nerve. At the tip external
jugular vein.
External jugular vein. Medially internal jugular vein. Okay. But from the tip anteriorly it is styloglossus. Medially it is stylopharyngeal. From the posterior it is stylohyoid. Two ligaments. From the tip stylohyoid. From the lateral it is stylomandibular. Up to the angle of the mandible. Okay. This is the summary of this book.